Air Canada check-in, web, mobile, airport encounter. What is the process for checking in on an Air Canada flight? Air Canada check-in offers Air Canada airport check-in, but you can also check in by using these convenient options. Web check-in, mobile check-in, kiosk check-in. What is the check-in time for Air Canada flights? Arrival time suggestions. For Canada flights, 90 minutes before departure. For international flights, including those to the US, Mexico, and the Caribbean, you should arrive 2 hours before departure. Flights from Lisbon and Tel Aviv depart 3 hours before the scheduled departure time. With carry-on baggage, the minimum check-in time is, in the case of Canada flights, 45 minutes before scheduled departure, 20 minutes for Toronto City Airport YTZ. For international flights, arrive 60 minutes before departure. With checked baggage, the minimum check-in time is, for Canada flights, arrive 45 minutes before departure, 20 minutes for Toronto City Airport YTZ. For international flights, arrive 60 minutes before departure. Air Canada online check-in. Air Canada check-in online provides a convenient way for passengers to check in online. Passengers can now check in online, choose their seats and print their boarding permits from the comfort of their homes. Accessing our portal will eliminate the hassle of standing in long lines for check-in and constantly checking your watch. Air Canada travelers can plan their trips easily using Air Canada check-in service. You won't have to stand in long lines when you use Air Canada's online check-in service whenever it's convenient. If you want to check in but need information about Air Canada check-in, the ways below will help you. You can check in via Air Canada official website by following the instructions below. Go to Air Canada Airlines website using your preferred search engine. Once this is done, click on the option to check in for a flight. The next step is to enter your last name and booking reference number in the space provided. Lastly, you must click the check-in option and receive your boarding pass via email. Checking in with the Air Canada app. If you want to avoid the long airport queue or save time, you can use the mobile application. On your device, open the Air Canada application. Using the correct details, log into your account. You can check in by clicking on the check-in tab and entering your PNR number and other pertinent information. Your boarding pass will be sent to your registered email address once you click the check-in button. Air Canada mobile check-in. The availability of the Air Canada app for Apple and Android devices includes mobile check-in functionality. Check-in deadlines and information requirements for mobile check-in are the same as for web check-in. Most Air Canada airports allow passengers with electronic tickets, with or without baggage, to use mobile check-in for Air Canada Express, and Air Canada Rouge flights. The restrictions. For bookings with more than 9 people or reservations containing special requests, mobile check-in is not available for flights operated by other airlines, code-share and interline partners. Alternatives. After completing the process of mobile check-in, you will receive a mobile check-in confirmation or an electronic boarding pass. Self-service kiosks at the airport can print your boarding pass if you receive a mobile check-in confirmation. If you need to check your bags, you can tag them at a self-service kiosk, self-tagging option, or speak to an Air Canada agent. Simply proceed to your gate after dropping off your checked bags at the baggage drop-off if you have no bags to check. Passports with electronic signatures. Passengers can receive an electronic boarding pass if they meet the following requirements. A reservation may not have more than 4 passengers or infants. 3 airlines are operating the flight: Air Canada Express, and Air Canada Rouge. A passenger has a mobile device, smartphone or cell phone, that is internet-enabled, whether they have baggage. In addition to your electronic boarding pass, you can receive a text message from Air Canada, containing a link to your electronic boarding pass, or an email from Air Canada, containing flight information details and a link to your electronic boarding pass. With the Wallet app, you do not need to be connected to the internet to display your electronic boarding pass. Air Canada check-in counters, self-service kiosks, and airport kiosks are available if you do not qualify for an electronic boarding pass. Check-in kiosk. The availability of the self-service kiosk check-in process is available 12 hours before flight departure and continues until check-in must be done at least 45 minutes before departure, except for flights within Canada, where the deadline is 20 minutes. If you are flying between Canada and another country, including the US, you must arrive at least 60 minutes before departure. In the following situations, you can use the self-service kiosk check-in. A paper or electronic ticket was purchased through aircanada.com, Air Canada reservations, or a travel agent. If you have a connecting flight on your itinerary, Air Canada, Air Canada Express, or Air Canada Rouge will operate it. There is no restriction on the number of connecting flights you can have on your itinerary, as long as they are all part of the same reservation. The self-service kiosk can issue up to 4 boarding passes for connecting flights. In case of a group of 18 passengers, you will need to complete 2 kiosk check-in sessions. Up to 9 passengers may check in at a time. Carry-on baggage or checked baggage. Your infant travels with you. You do not need to check in as an unaccompanied minor. There are options. The following options are available for identifying yourself. You will need to scan your itinerary receipt, passport, electronic boarding pass, or web check-in boarding pass when checking in. A payment card or an Aeroplan card can be inserted. Input your Aeroplan, Star Alliance, or booking reference. Kiosk assist agents are available on-site to answer any questions you may have. At the self-service kiosk, you can also, if available, print your baggage tags. Air Canada's new self-tagging option is available at the self-service kiosks in the following airports: Vancouver, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Calgary, Halifax, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Pearson, Quebec, St. John's, Boston, Newark, New York, LaGuardia, Las Vegas, San Francisco, and London, Heathrow. The number printed on the receipt is necessary if your bags are missing. In addition to web and mobile check-in, the self-service kiosk allows you to add or remove a checked bag if you haven't printed your baggage tags yet. Print out a fresh boarding pass. During your kiosk check-in, available at all Canadian airports and select international airports, you can choose to receive an electronic boarding pass on your mobile device if all requirements are met. After kiosk check-in, you must drop off your checked baggage at the baggage drop-off counter at least 4 hours before departure. Air Canada boarding process. Air Canada requires you to arrive at the boarding gate at least 15 minutes before departure. However, there is an exception: Tel Aviv, Israel, Algiers, Algeria, and Casablanca, Morocco requires you to arrive 30 minutes before departure. Passengers with wheelchair assistance are invited to board the first Air Canada flight. Priority boarding is followed by passengers traveling in Zone 1 and Zone 2, e.g. in business class, premium economy class, premium rouge, latitude, super elite, and elite members. Pre-board customers, i.e. those traveling with children under 6 and those who require a bit more time to settle in or who carry a musical instrument, are given a chance to check in before general boarding, Zones 3 to 5. Thanks for watching.